Ed Fiori, the golfer who defeated Tiger Woods in 1996, a legendary comeback story. Ed Fiori dies at 72, remembering the Tiger killer and four-time PGA Tour winner. Remembering Ed Fiori, the golfer who defeated Tiger Woods in 1996. Ed Fiori dies at 72, Tiger killer, PGA Tour winner, and his iconic victory over Tiger Woods. Remembering Ed Fiori, four-time PGA Tour winner and Tiger Woods rival, passes away. Ed Fiori, the golfer who defeated Tiger Woods in 1996, a legendary comeback story. Imagine outplaying Tiger Woods in his prime. Ed Fiori did just that, and it's a story etched in golf history. The answer to an intriguing golf trivia question: who stopped Tiger Woods from turning his first 54-hole PGA Tour lead into victory? Is Ed Fiori a name synonymous with grit over glamour? In 1996, at the Quad City Classic, now the John Deere Classic, a 43-year-old Fiori, then the shortest hitter on tour, chased down a 20-year-old Woods, who had a three-stroke lead before a devastating quadruple bogey on the fourth hole derailed his debut win. Woods finished tied for fifth, while Fiori secured his fourth and final tour victory, a win that ended a 14-year drought and cemented his legacy as the grass snake, outsmarting the cobra. Fiori's humility shone post-victory. "I expected Tiger to win, it was his tournament." Yet his triumph was no fluke. Born April 21, 1953, in Linwood, California, Fiori was a college golf star at Houston, leading the Cougars to a 1977 national championship. His tour career spanned 583 starts, with wins against legends like Tom Weiskopf in a 1979 playoff and Tom Kite. Even in his 50s, he claimed the 2004 MasterCard Classic on the PGA Tour champions. But here's where it gets controversial: Fiori's 1996 win wasn't just an upset, it was a masterclass in patience. While Woods' early collapse sparked debates about pressure, Fiori's victory proved that experience could trump talent. As PGA Tour champions President Miller Brady noted, Ed embodied the pro's pro spirit, battling Hall of Famers and cancer with the same fearless resolve. Fiori passed away July 6, 2025, at 72, after a cancer fight that mirrored his golf career, relentless and inspiring. And this is the part most people miss: just weeks before his Quad Cities miracle, Fiori considered retiring to captain a charter boat. Instead, he scripted one of golf's greatest underdog stories. Today, his legacy invites a question: was Fiori's win a fluke, or a blueprint for overcoming odds? Share your thoughts. Did Tiger's loss that day foreshadow his future resilience, or was it merely a blip in history? Ed Fiori dies at 72, remembering the Tiger killer and four-time PGA Tour winner. Before Tiger Woods became the most dominant closer in golf history, one man achieved what would seem impossible for the next 13 years. He stared down a 54-hole lead from the young phenom and won. That man was Ed Fiori, a four-time PGA Tour winner whose passing at the age of 72 was announced by the tour on its website. Fiori, who had been courageously battling cancer, leaves behind a unique and indelible mark on the world of golf. The PGA Tour confirmed his death on Sunday, though further details were not immediately provided. While Fiori secured 4 victories on the tour, one stands in a category all its own. The year was 1996, at the Quad City Classic, an event now known as the John Deere Classic. A 20-year-old Tiger Woods, in just his third professional start, held a one-shot advantage over Fiori heading into the final day of play. For those new to the sport, a 54-hole lead means being in first place after 3 of the 4 rounds, a position from which Woods would become virtually unbeatable. But here's where the story takes a legendary turn. On that final Sunday at Oakwood Country Club, the seemingly invincible young star showed a rare moment of vulnerability. Woods stumbled significantly, carding a shocking quadruple bogey on the 4th hole, and later suffering a 4-putt for a double bogey on the 7th. His final round score of 72 saw him slip to a tie for 5th place, a full 4 shots behind the steady and victorious Fiori. Just 2 tournaments later, Woods would claim his first victory in Las Vegas, beginning an era of unprecedented dominance. Incredibly, another player wouldn't overcome a 54-hole lead held by Woods in a PGA Tour-sanctioned event until Wei Yang did so at the 2009 PGA Championship at Hazeltine, a full 13 years later. It's worth noting that Lee Westwood also managed the feat, in a 2000 European Tour event in Germany. And this is the part most people miss: Fiori's career was far more than a single, famous victory over a future icon. He demonstrated his competitive mettle against other giants of the game, defeating 2 other World Golf Hall of Fame members in high-pressure playoffs. He bested the formidable Tom Weiskopf at the 1979 Southern Open, and outlasted the legendary Tom Kite at the 1982 Bob Hope Classic. Miller Brady, the president of the PGA Tour Champions, beautifully captured this spirit in his tribute. In 3 of his 4 wins on the PGA Tour, he dueled down the stretch with future World Golf Hall of Fame members, most notably Tiger Woods in 1996, Brady remarked. That grit and resolution in the face of immeasurable odds is incredibly admirable in every aspect of life, and I know he battled cancer with that same determination until the end. He will be missed by all of us at the tour. After turning 50, Fiori's career continued on the senior circuit, where he played in 58 events and secured a win in Mexico in 2004. However, physical ailments began to take their toll. I hung on for a few more years and played for a while on the senior tour, but my back was always a problem, Fiori shared in a 2019 interview with Golf.com. I had spinal fusion surgery in 2005, and from then on, I struggled to break 80. Despite the hardships, his perspective was one of gratitude, not regret. Don't feel sorry for me, though. I've had a great life in a game I love, he said. It was never easy. Lots of times, I was on that flight heading home on Friday nights. But I would not trade it for anything. He was often called the Tiger Killer, a nickname he accepted with good humor, even if, in his own words, people didn't always get their facts straight. He didn't mind the title, though. I'll never forget that weekend at the John Deere, he reflected. This raises a fascinating question about legacy. Was Fiori's career defined by that one historic upset, a case of a veteran capitalizing on a rare stumble from a young prodigy? Or should he be remembered more for his overall toughness and a career spent battling, and often beating, the very best in the world? We invite you to share your thoughts. How do you believe we should remember the gritty and admirable career of Ed Fiori? Let us know in the comments. Remembering Ed Fiori, the golfer who defeated Tiger Woods in 1996. Imagine a tale where a seasoned veteran, Ed Fiori, finds himself neck-and-neck with the rising star of golf, Tiger Woods, in a pivotal moment that showcased the unpredictable nature of the sport. But here's where it gets controversial. Fiori, at 43, ends up winning against Woods, who was just 20 and holding a lead. This dramatic turn of events not only marked Fiori's last PGA Tour victory, but also became a memorable chapter in Woods' early career. Tragically, Fiori passed away at 72, leaving behind a legacy of perseverance and sportsmanship. In the summer of 1996, during the Quad Cities Classic in Coal Valley, Illinois, Woods, making his 3rd professional appearance, was favored by the crowd and led by 1 shot going into the final round. However, on the 4th hole at Oakwood Country Club, things took a surprising turn. Within 15 minutes, Woods encountered trouble, hitting water twice and making a quadruple bogey 8, which put him a shot behind Fiori. 3 holes later, Woods compounded his misfortune with a double bogey, unable to recover. Meanwhile, Fiori seized the opportunity, making 3 birdies on the back 9 to secure a 32 and a 2-shot victory over Andrew Magee, earning $216,000. Woods finished 4 shots behind. This encounter was just one of Fiori's 4 PGA Tour wins, with his first coming in the 1979 Southern Open, where he defeated Nicholas Weiskopf in a playoff. Despite battling cancer with remarkable determination, Fiori's life came to an end on the same day as his final tournament triumph. PGA Tour Champions President Miller Brady praised Fiori, describing him as a true gentleman and a pro's pro, noting his ability to compete against future Hall of Fame players like Woods. Fiori was affectionately known as the Grip due to his powerful grip style. He expressed disbelief at finding himself in contention that day, given his recent struggles. At the time, he was 5'7" and weighed 200 pounds, admitting, "If I wasn't tough, I would have been out of here a long time ago." Despite the crowd's support for Woods, Fiori acknowledged their influence, saying, "In a way, I was putting for him too. He hit one bad shot and never got over it." Reflecting on his state of mind before the tournament, Fiori revealed he had just submitted his application for tour qualifying school, considering retiring from the sport. His wife encouraged him to keep trying, a decision that led to this unexpected victory. Interestingly, this defeat marked one of only 4 instances in Woods' career where he failed to win after leading after 54 holes. Following this event, Woods went on to win his next start at the Las Vegas Invitational, securing his first PGA Tour victory. Born on April 21, 1953, in Linwood, California, Fiori excelled in college golf at Houston, a dominant program in the late 1960s, 1970s, and 1980s under coach Dave Williams, winning an NCAA title in 1977. He turned professional shortly after graduation, and claimed his first PGA Tour win 2 years later. Throughout his career, Fiori achieved several notable victories, including the 1981 Western Open by a 4-shot margin at Butler National, and the 1982 Bob Hope Desert Classic, which he won in a playoff against Tom Kite. 14 years after those successes, Fiori secured his most celebrated triumph by chasing down Woods. After turning 50, he participated in 58 PGA Tour Champions events across 3 seasons, winning the 2004 MasterCard Classic in Mexico in a playoff against Graham Marsh for his sole senior title. Ed Fiori's story is a testament to the resilience and spirit required in professional golf. His ability to perform at such a high level late in his career is particularly inspiring. As we remember Fiori, we're reminded of the unpredictable nature of golf and the importance of never giving up, even in the face of overwhelming odds. What do you think? Was Fiori's victory over Woods more impressive given Woods' age and reputation at the time? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Ed Fiori dies at 72. Tiger killer, PGA Tour winner, and his iconic victory over Tiger Woods. Ed Fiori, a remarkable figure in the world of golf and a 4-time winner on the PGA Tour, has sadly passed away at the age of 72. His most celebrated victory came when he faced off against a young Tiger Woods, who was just 20 years old at the time, during the 1996 Quad City Classic, now known as the John Deere Classic. This match was particularly memorable as Fiori, at 43 years old, managed to outplay Woods, marking a significant moment in his career. The PGA Tour confirmed that Fiori died on the morning of July 6 due to complications related to cancer. Ed Fiori was a true gentleman in our sport, and is a player who would often be referred to as a pro's pro, stated Miller Brady, the president of PGA Tour Champions. In 3 of his 4 wins on the PGA Tour, he engaged in thrilling duels with future World Golf Hall of Fame members, most notably Tiger Woods in 1996. His grit and determination in the face of overwhelming odds is something to be admired in all aspects of life, and I know he fought against cancer with that same resolve until the very end. He will be deeply missed by everyone at the tour. Known affectionately as The Grip, due to his notably strong grip on the club, Fiori secured his first PGA Tour title at the Southern Open in 1979. He followed this success with victories at the Western Open in 1981, and the Bob Hope Desert Classic in 1982. Born on April 21, 1953, in Linwood, California, Fiori honed his skills at the University of Houston, where he earned second-team All-American honors during his junior year, and played a crucial role in leading the Cougars to a national championship in his senior year of 1977. During the Quad Cities Classic, Woods, who had just turned professional after winning his 3rd consecutive U.S. amateur title, entered the final round with a narrow 1-stroke lead over Fiori. Woods was eager to secure his first PGA Tour victory, but his performance took a turn for the worse when he made a quadruple bogey on the 4th hole, and followed it up with a 4-putt double bogey on the 7th hole. There's no other way to put it, the kid self-imploded, Fiori recounted in an interview with Golf.com in 2019. He then encouraged his caddy, saying, "Bullet, let's see if we can get this one into the house." Despite being regularly outdriven by Woods by as much as 50 yards, the season Fiori clinched his first title in 14 years, finishing with a score of 67 and winning by 2 strokes over Andrew Magee. Remarkably, for the next 13 years, Fiori remained the only player to come back from a 54-hole deficit to defeat Woods. Fiori added one more victory to his resume during his time on the PGA Tour Champions, where he triumphed over Graham Marsh in a playoff at the 2004 MasterCard Classic. Although he underwent spinal fusion surgery in 2005, he struggled to regain his previous form and eventually had to step away from the game. Over his career, which spanned from 1978 to 2004, he made a total of 583 starts. Even in his later years, friends affectionately referred to him not only as the Grip, but also as the Tiger Killer, a testament to his unforgettable legacy in the sport. Remembering Ed Fiori, 4-time PGA Tour winner and Tiger Woods' rival, passes away. A 4-time PGA Tour champion's legacy lives on, but the recent passing of Ed Fiori at 72 has left a void in the golfing world. Known as the Grip for his distinctive technique, Fiori's career spanned decades, marked by both triumph and perseverance. But here's where it gets intriguing. His final PGA Tour victory in 1996 wasn't just a personal milestone, it became a defining moment in the early career of a young prodigy named Tiger Woods. And this is the part most people miss: how Fiori's strategic mindset during that tournament reshaped the narrative of their encounter. Fiori's journey began in 1977, when he turned pro after a standout college career at the University of Houston. There he helped lead the Cougars to an NCAA championship and earned All-American honors. His professional debut was rocky, with a 110th place finish on the money list in 1978, but he soon found his footing. By 1979, he claimed his first PGA Tour title at the Southern Open, a dramatic playoff victory over Tom Weiskopf that still sparks debate among fans. Fast forward to 1996, a challenging year for Fiori. After missing multiple cuts, he faced a daunting task at the Quad City Classic, now the John Deere Classic. The spotlight was on Tiger Woods, a 20-year-old rookie making waves after leaving Stanford. Fiori, 43 at the time, had already made over 500 tour starts and was a seasoned pro. Yet, as he prepared for the final round, he made a bold decision. He avoided watching Woods' tee shots, focusing instead on his own game. Why? Because he knew Woods often hit drives 75 to 80 yards longer than his. This choice, while unconventional, paid off. The fourth hole became a turning point. Woods carded a quadruple bogey 8, allowing Fiori to take the lead. Though Woods faltered further, Fiori had to battle other contenders, including Andrew Magee, who had posted a stunning 8 under 62 earlier in the day. Fiori's resilience shone through, as he closed with 5 birdies and a 4 under final 17 holes to win by 2 shots. It was his last PGA Tour victory, a fitting cap to a career defined by grit. But here's a thought: was Fiori's decision to avoid watching Woods a sign of sportsmanship, or a tactical move that many players might hesitate to admit? Golf legends often speak of the mental game, but few openly discuss such specific strategies. What do you think? Did Fiori's approach give him an edge, or was it simply a personal coping mechanism? After turning 50, Fiori continued to compete on the PGA Tour Champions, winning the 2004 MasterCard Classic. His final years were marked by a battle with cancer, a struggle he faced with the same determination that defined his career. PGA Tour Champions President Miller Brady honored him as a pro's pro, noting how Fiori's 1996 showdown with Woods exemplified grit and resolution. Fiori's story isn't just about wins and losses, it's about the quiet persistence of a man who thrived in the shadows of giants. As the golf world reflects on his life, one question lingers: how many other underdogs have quietly shaped the legacies of stars? Share your thoughts below. Did Fiori's 1996 win feel like a fairy tale, or was it a calculated risk that only a veteran could pull off? Ed Fiori, the golfer who defeated